Greetings, my name is Isaac Scott Green, but you can just call me Dr. Green. Welcome to my office, and today we're finally reviewing a Keter class SCP. I've been reviewing a bunch of saves and Euclids, and finally we're going to something a little bit more dangerous and harder to contain. The SCP we're reviewing today is SCP-060, Object Class Keter. Special Containment Procedures. The grove, which contains SCP-060, is currently contained in a series of specially constructed greenhouses at Satellite Site 66-060. Specimens are to be pruned regularly to keep at a manageable size. Personnel are banned from smoking while within 5 kilometers of Satellite Site 66-060. Personnel are to refrain from bringing lighters, matches, tasers, or any other tool readily capable of starting a fire into Satellite Site 66-060. SCP-060 specimens are to be watered twice daily and checked weekly for dead plant matter and saplings. Dead matter and saplings are to be purged, shredded, and composted properly in the designated facility on site. Afterwards, returned to SCP-060's containment chamber. Fragments of SCP-060 may not be moved off-site for any reason without explicit written permission from 2 or more Level 4 personnel. In the event of a breach by SCP-060 Alpha, personnel are to enter lockdown mode and activate on-site fire suppression systems. Redundant on-site fire suppression systems have been installed throughout the site, including water and chemical redundants to be utilized in tandem in the event of a containment breach. Portable extinguishers are to be kept available at all times. Containment Chamber 060-Alpha-001 is a dedicated, circular containment chamber designed to contain SCP-060 Alpha during testing. This chamber is constructed of concrete with a 0.2 mm thick asphalt coating, with a series of chimneys to allow for ventilation of heat during containment. The walls are fitted with 24 CO2 projectors, evenly spaced out at 45-degree angles along the walls, and will activate in presence of temperatures exceeding 200 degrees Celsius. 1 kilogram of SCP-060 material is to be kept within Containment Chamber 060-Alpha-001 to be burnt in the event of a breach. Description: SCP-060 is a grove of 17 white oak trees, Quercus alba. The grove is spread across approximately 8 acres in rural northeastern Minnesota. A house on the property was demolished during construction of Satellite Site 66-060 after being combed by Foundation personnel for information regarding SCP-060. See addendum. When burned, SCP-060 will produce an entity henceforth designated SCP-060-Alpha. SCP-060 appears to be an animated adult human skeleton, standing approximately 2.3 meters tall and surrounded by bright white flames. SCP-060-Alpha initially burns at a temperature of approximately 1,500 degrees Celsius, 2,730 degrees Fahrenheit, and will attempt to cause as much damage as possible when active. Burning as little as 20 grams of SCP-060 will cause SCP-060-Alpha to appear. Only one instance of SCP-060-Alpha will appear at any time. It is theorized that SCP-060-Alpha is a unique entity. SCP-060-Alpha is extremely dangerous, having proven to be hostile and relatively intelligent. It appears to be a single recurring entity, showing a growing familiarity with Satellite Site 66-060's layout over the course of several manifestations. When given the opportunity, it will throw itself bodily at flammable materials in an effort to cause damage, and assault personnel with the focus on grappling and strangulation. Additionally, it has proven capable of running at speeds of up to 80 kilometers an hour, 50 miles per hour, in short bursts and leaping approximately 5 meters from a running start. Due to the extreme temperatures produced by 060-alpha during the initial stages of manifestation, along with its physical capabilities, it is capable of causing large, uncontrollable fires and widespread property damage if left unchecked. SCP-060-alpha appears to intentionally avoid burning instances of SCP-060 when it becomes active. If SCP-060-alpha is introduced to a high enough volume of water or other flame-redundant material over a short amount of time, it will begin to weaken to a point that it will collapse into dust. Collapse will occur suddenly with little warning. SCP-060-alpha will continue to pose a threat until its collapse. The volume of suppressive materials required to subdue SCP-060-alpha is remarkably less than would be expected to quench a heat source of its intensity, with volumes of approximately 500 liters proving sufficient. Areas burned by SCP-060-alpha will begin to yield sapling instances of SCP-060 over the following 4 to 6 weeks. Only one wave of sapling growth will follow any given containment breach. Said saplings are easily pulled and should be composted and supplied to SCP-060's normal containment chambers. Additional information regarding 060. The property containing SCP-060 contained a burnt-out, secluded house upon Foundation acquisition. According to civilian sources, the house's previous owner was a Jonathan Cornhill, who is reported to have been a somewhat solitary eccentric with a tendency towards bitterness and nihilism. Mr. Cornhill was reported as a missing person in late 1996, several months after having suddenly cut off all ties to family members and friends. The last person to have contact with Jonathan Cornhill was his brother Christopher via a telephone call. According to his brother, Cornhill has developed an interest in the study of Victoria-era occultism. Furthermore, he reported that Jonathan Cornhill had seemed normal up until the phone call, at which point he told Christopher never to contact him again. Later in the year, a mail carrier visited the house to deliver a notice of foreclosure, finding it instead as a burnt-out shell. Examination showed that the fire began in the living room in the general facility of the fireplace. It is now assumed that SCP-060-alpha manifested within the house while Cornhill burnt SCP-060 in the fireplace. Considering SCP-060-alpha's nature, why the house was not entirely destroyed during the alleged manifestation is as of yet unknown. No human remains were found within the structure. Jonathan Cornhill's whereabouts, and whether he is dead or alive, are currently unknown. And that was SCP-060. I really hope you enjoyed it. I've been putting a lot of work into this stuff, and I'm not making any money out of this. Well, as of now. Maybe in the future I'll become like a millionaire or something. Who knows? Anything's possible. Anyway, for those of you who have been sending fan art, thank you. It means a lot. If you ever wish to send me more, you can do so on Instagram by tagging me or just sending it to me. You can find that stuff in the description. Anyway, the next SCP we'll be reviewing is SCP-2006. Yeah. AKA Too Spooky. Yeah, that one. It's a good one. It's really funny. Anyway, this has been Dr. Green, signing out. Goodbye.